Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read for you and who, which would be the other person, which could be a significant other, it could be a friend, family member, someone of interest, perhaps boyfriend, girlfriend, anything of the sort, okay? Now it can also be a situation, one side versus another, so please note that, all right? Feel free to reverse the messages as you see fit. I might be talking to you about one side and this might be you, and on the other side the other person, so feel free to reverse the messages as you see fit. Sometimes that happens, okay? I do want to thank all of you that have continued to like, subscribe, and please note your comments below. I do enjoy taking a look at that too, okay? All right, let's see what's in store for you. This is going to be from November 16th through the 30th, 2019, okay? And this is going to be for all Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus. I don't know if you're dealing with a Pisces, but if you are, note your comments below, because I started out your read and the rest of it I just was focusing on Pisces, and it just kept coming through that way, and I just didn't know. So this is my second time to do your video, so we're gonna see how this goes, but I had to let you know, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this and see what's going on for you. I do want to let you also know is that if you're looking for more of a personal read to tap into your own personal energies versus the collective in a general read, then go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box below. Also, if you are interested in ridding of any of your abundance blocks, whatever's getting in the way of your success, so to speak, whether it's a limiting belief, and you want to focus on having your best life ever and step beyond what you're even more capable of doing, I would suggest you take a look at our Beyond the Read session, which is in my description box below as well. Okay, so do check that out, especially if you're noticing any sort of pattern that keeps standing in the way, especially about a relationship or a situation or just in your life or your business overall, okay? We have been really uprooting a lot of these beliefs that are standing in the way. Things like sadness, fear, shame, guilt, anything of the sort. And it allows us to really uproot that and let you move forward with a lot more ease and a lot more clarity and just a lighter, a skip in your step, moving forward. And this is a good time to do it. Prior to all these holidays get-togethers, you want to kind of be prepared and be the best self that you could ever be. So this gets you ready for the new year in 2020 already, okay? All right, so if you are interested, do book that. If you're not sure what session will be best for you, I would suggest you book my discovery session. It's a complimentary session with me. We're able to talk about what it is, your current situation, where you're at, and perhaps what particular service will be best for you. If it's accountability coaching in that spiritual life coaching package, or if it's more of beyond a read session, or even a read itself. So we'll identify that, and allows us to chat a little bit about that. So if you are interested, book the discovery session up there, and it's also in my description box below too. But let's see where you're at. Let's talk about where the situation is and where you are right now, okay? Let's take a look at that. Here you are, first card. Formation. Wow. This means that it's almost as if that I think that something had to kind of go away, or something had to kind of be mixed up a little bit, kind of what's the way I look at, kind of be thrown in your face in some way, and it had to do that so it could come together in the right way within the right energy. Okay, so this is quite interesting. But that's what I was saying, Scorpio. It's almost as if it's like, oh man, everything's just but it had to end this way, because what I needed to happen is there needed to be a shift in energy that'll allow you, Scorpio, to move forward in a clearer way, just like I mentioned in terms of my sessions that I offer. But this here is really interesting because something had to fall apart. Why? So it could come together even better, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here when the formation. So this is where you're at right now, okay? I'm going to pull a tarot on this. We're going to see what wants to come through on this, okay? Let's see what wants to come through. Yeah, it's like kind of like it's like maybe that you are given an opportunity for love, but you're not wanting because it's not looking or feeling like what you were looking for. But this is saying, trust the universe here for a second. Here, open your eyes. Trust the universe on this one, okay? You might miss out on a good opportunity, okay? And you don't want to regret it. So this is what this is talking about. So yeah, it's like a cup of love is coming to you, and the universe is offering it to you. So don't be afraid. Don't. Be looking the other way, focusing on something else. If you really want the love to come in, it's here for you. Okay, I'm going to pull one more in terms of where you're at right now. Could be doing with the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone that has those particular signs in their chart. If that's not you, it could be both of you, who knows. But yeah, I think there needs to be some sort of balancing between both parties, okay, in this relationship or in this situation. Maybe you're trying to balance your stability as it relates to your finances as well too, Scorpio, so it could be that as well. So do note that it's about duality, right? It's balancing two people, the situation, making sure that it's fair, emotions with your intellect, balancing that out. So perhaps if you've been too much up here, it's time to actually move to here, right? So that's what this is saying. So let's take a look at what this, what your potential and challenges are. What are your potential and challenges? What's your potential or challenge? Clarity. Okay, so the potential is that you're going to have clarity, right? And the challenge is that you can't get it when you want it, right? So it's a lot of this is, it's about divine timing, but you're being very much protected. Okay, there's amethyst at the bottom here. It's a lot about abundance, protection. It really clears your energy, and it really keeps you safe and protected against kind of bad low level energies type thing. What this is saying, come out of the jungle and into the light. You are protected. So if it is, you need to balance out, your intellect with emotions. Maybe you need to say something, or you need to, vice versa. Okay, so this is about really balancing things out, or balancing the relationship or situation out a little bit better. Okay, and maybe it's just clarifying, something. Maybe it's just clarifying something. So, but yeah. That's what I see. So your potential is that you're going to get the clarity that you need. Okay. If you step through this fear and move beyond that. Okay. So that's key. Hence beyond the read. But if you, I'm going to pull another card on here. We'll see what wants to come through. Potential or challenge. What is this for clarity? Yeah. It's like you've been putting a lot of investment into something. Really a lot of hard work, whether it's at work that you've been doing, maybe you need to balance out work with your personal life, work with your love life, that type of thing. But you've been working really hard, and maybe you've been investing a lot into this relationship or situation. Okay, anything else that wants to come through? Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like you might be moving forward. Either you're offering a cup of love to someone, or someone's offering it to you, or you've got this opportunity that's coming in for you. Okay, it's very slow. So it could be coming in from another person, or it could be you bringing that to another person. But very slow moving. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay, either you're taking on this energy and offering this in slow motion, some love or an opportunity to someone, or someone's offering an opportunity to you. Okay, so that's what I see. Let's take a look at this other person on this other side. What are their potential and challenges? What are their potential and challenges? What is their potential and challenge? Okay. Productivity. Okay, so they're really focused on making the most of their time right now, so they can see something really come to fruition and bloom. Okay, so maybe perhaps they're looking for some sort of rebirth here, but what I see here is that they want productivity in this relationship or in this situation. Okay, they want to see that whatever they've invested in that is going to make sense for them to continuously invest, or whatever it is that they need to do. Let's go ahead and pull a tarot on this. Productivity. Their potential is that they've got an opportunity to be very productive in their work and in their life, to see something bloom, but perhaps they've been putting an investment of energy into something that hasn't been producing. So that would be the challenge. Okay, let's take a look at, if we clarify what the well, this wanted to come out. Oh, the Hermit. Okay, they're really going within. Okay, so interesting. Yeah, this is actually just saying that they're going within. It's a major arcana card, and this is about they're just going through that introspection, shining the light on the inside or on the situation at hand to really see what is this productive for me to stay in anymore, or is it not? Is it going to be fruitful? Is it going to bloom into something, in this relationship or situation? What does that look like? Okay. I'm going to pull one more over here and see what else wants to come through. Yeah, because they've been also putting in a lot of work. What's so funny is that you get this on this side and they get this on this side. So you've both been really working hard at work, building up your stability, building up your finances, kind of that type of thing is what I'm seeing here. And just stop taking a reflective moment. And, this person is saying, how do I want to move forward? Where this person is just working, right? So interesting, really, really interesting. Because you've got the 8 of Pentacles on here, and then you've got the 7 of Pentacles here. 7's having faith. 8 is kind of that growth. It's a change. 8 is about change. And you get the 8 of Pentacles, and that is about maybe really engaged into work. It could be even education of some sort, it could be something like that too. The 7 is about just having the faith, and then, and it's all about, having that vision, that of making a profit, of some sort, and whatever they invest their time and money into, again, they want to see it to be they're trying to be very productive. Okay. Let's take a look at what your strengths are right now. What are your strengths right now, Scorpio? What is it? What are your strengths? Here it is. Okay. Wow. This is too cool, because remember at the beginning that we talked about getting your balance? I get balance. So here's the interesting thing. It's like you've got someone in your life right now that is maybe perhaps your polar opposite, because you've got the positive here and the negative on the shirts here, and they're kind of like they're holding hands, they want it, they've got this passion, but they're opposing each other, right? And then you've got this dragonfly swooping in on the side here that's just basically saying, okay, spiritual maturity needs to take place, mental clarity needs to take place. So I think that this is saying that there is going to be balance that's going to be taking place. The give and take will be balanced, okay? And that's one of the key things that is so important. Okay. So it could be that someone is your opposite and you're very much attracted to him, and then him or her, vice versa. Okay. And it's quite interesting. Yeah. And I get spiritual maturity out of this, mental clarity out of this. So it's quite beautiful. Let's clarify that real quick. Yeah, this is really, really great. Yeah, so that is your strength, is to balance things out and have this brand new beginning. Yeah, balance things out, and that brings forth, Scorpio, a brand new beginning. It's heartfelt because you've got the his kind of like his robe is that green color of the heart chakra, and his hat is of the passionate, and he's looking at that coin. He wants to see something grow from this. So that could be you in this relationship or situation. Let's take a look at this other person. What are their strengths? What are their strengths? Here it is. Alliance. Okay, so they know that coming together, they kind of feel lucky, and there should be a transformation could take place. But what they do want to see transformation, and they don't want to see things just not move in any way, shape, or form. This is really, they're using the owl with the wise guide within them, and they're using their own wisdom to transform and to bring in the luck in their life. So they're creating an alliance with themselves to foster and to transform. And hopefully it could be coming in alliance with another person to transform the situation, to look at it from a wiser perspective, and not let it keep jumping and jumping all around the place. This is about really kind of focusing on where to put their efforts in, and then really zooming in on that. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. And if I clarify that in terms of strengths, Page of Cups, couple love, new beginning. Wow, guys, look at this. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So that's exactly what I'm seeing here. How interesting. When I see them on the board here, the cards, they're facing towards each other. Okay. So when I show them to you, they're just facing, but they are facing towards each other. It's almost like one's giving each other a cup or an opportunity, new beginning, new beginning. But let's take a look at here. What is the suggested approach? Suggested approach moving forward, for you over here, Scorpio. What is that? Suggested approach? Unity, coming together. Okay. Really coming together. I think that's one of the biggest things. So, this is about, and it's so funny. You got balance. What did I get here? Alliance. Yeah, unity. So there is an opportunity. It's almost as if you guys are going to come together, or in this relationship or situation is going to come together, but it's going to be for a greater good. It's kind of like a cosmic good, a source that's higher than you or that other person or in this situation. It's for the highest good of all involved. Okay. And that's how I see this. Yeah. And it's going to give wings and give it a lot of passion, right? So it's almost as if you've got the world in your hands, and you feel like this unity brings together that you've got the world in your hands to create whatever it is that you want. This is really, really beautiful. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I see here. It's really beautiful. It's actually the last card almost in this whole deck in this series. But you know, when this is the coolest thing. Don't accept less than equal footing. Okay, so you want equal footing in this process. It's like you see your value in this world, and you're seeing other people's value in this world as well. Okay, and this is about, you know, they want a fair outcome. So coming together, like I said, in a fair agreement and a fair unity, and act now for a long-term benefit is what's going to be necessary. Okay, so that's really, really key right now. Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, coming together is very, very key. And let's see what it is for this other person, what it is that you need to know. Unity is coming for you. Let's see what this other person, revision. What they're doing is they're revising their thoughts and perhaps changing as to, you know, whether it's internally, you know, how they see and look at the situation, but they're revisiting and changing their mindset. They're getting rid of the dragons that have held them down. And what they're doing is they're rewiring that. Okay. So interesting. Very, very interesting. So that's exactly what I see. This person is getting rid of the dragons that have kept them in a situation or kept a pattern or something that kept happening. And what they're doing is they're revising this. They're revising this, and it's happening, and it's coming out really, really well. Let's go ahead and pull on what is the potential future for this relationship or situation. What is it? What it is for you? Revolution. This is so cool. So this is about creating your own huge change in your life, and revolutionizing the situation at hand, the relationship at hand, or just you at hand. So this is actually creating the life that you want, having the life that you want, and creating that. So creating your own revolution. Let me clarify with the tarot. I want to see what wants to add to it and see what wants to come through. Yeah, brand new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. Nice, nice, guys. This could be you taking on the energy of a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you might have that in the chart, or that other person. But this is a potential for a brand new beginning. This is about manifestation. This is about prosperity. Okay, this is really cool. So coming together and really really creating a brand new opportunity. And the universe is sending this over to you. So continue to manifest and really focus in on what it is that you want and what you want to gain. What does prosperity look like to you? You might be focusing on getting that stability down. How interesting. What about this other person? What is the potential future? What is the potential future? What does that look like? Patterns, just what I talked about. They're getting rid of an old pattern, they're revising that, and they're getting rid of old patterns and moving forward with a much more spring in their step. And if they're having problems with this and you notice, this is something that can be worked on, okay? But this is about recognizing the patterns and working through the patterns and revising the patterns, okay? So hence the discovery session, right, guys? Because this will really take care of it. And it's something that you don't need to do time after time again, come in session after session after session. Really, I mean, you go in once and then you get it taken care of. Sometimes you might need something down the line as a tune-up of some sort, but this is not, it's such much more of a rapid change type of session, and it's quite amazing. So if this person is stuck, but I think that they're recognizing the patterns and they're revising what it is that they need to. If I clarify the patterns, what do I get? Temperance, balancing that. So balancing their emotions now based upon the patterns and the revision that they're doing. This is so cool. What do the soul trees have to say? Let's pull a soul tree card on you. What's going to be advice for you in this relationship or situation. What do we have? Dream. Remember we talked about Scorpio manifesting, right? We talked about manifesting, and this is saying is that your potential future is actually, there's an opportunity at hand here for you, okay? And this is saying continue to dream. Dreams, pay attention to your dreams as well, I think is going to be another thing too, okay? But yeah, really focus on your dreams and follow your heart more than anything, okay? Follow your heart and really believe in yourself, okay? Move on your vision and allow yourself to dream and allow yourself to believe, okay? That's what it wants to let you know, Scorpio, all right? Let's take a look at this other side. What advice on this other side is going to be necessary? Emotional release of the past, and they're able to move forward now. This is so cool. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is quite beautiful. They're releasing something that they needed to get rid of so they could actually thrive. And what's so beautiful is just is you're it's kind of like it's a dream. It's almost as if it comes together, right? And it's almost like I'm reading of this. Okay, so it's like, here I am. You know what I mean? And this is saying, it's quite beautiful. I don't know, guys, I think it's quite gorgeous. So anyway, let me know how this resonates with you. I look forward to seeing you, gosh, in December. And until then, Scorpio, namaste.